Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are going to pick up a load of feed potatoes. I have the 215 with me. We have the larger of our two silage trailers, so I'm hoping to pick up somewhere in the region of 16 to 17 tons, which will be great because our feed stocks are getting quite low in potatoes. So much so that we are actually out, more or less out. There's not even enough to feed the cattle tonight, so just coming in the nick of time, this load. Connection or supplies of feed potatoes is quite scarce at the minute. Yeah, hard to come by because yeah, a lot of our suppliers either aren't grading, maybe have cut down on the numbers of spuds for whatever reason. Yeah, just not too plentiful. But yeah, good to get this load, and that should tie us over for another week and a half or so, and yeah, that'll be great. Not many videos up over the last few weeks. The last videos I up was actually the few videos I took in America, so yeah, be nice to get back, get a bit of footage, and just let you know what's been going on and what's been happening. What's been happening over the last few days, we were actually out on a tractor run yesterday. We were at the second diesel tractor run, which took place out in Kilcurry. Nice scenic drive out along the shore, and it was quite a large tractor run. There was a total of somewhere in the region, I think, of 200 tractors, or maybe just over. So I haven't heard the full number, but yeah, it was a good success anyway, and great to see. It's all in aid of charity, so yeah, enjoyed that. And got a wee bit of a look around some of the tractors while we were there, and some really nice machines there on the day as well. But alright, so yeah, I suppose we'll get a bit of footage. I'm going to go through a couple of really nice little towns, one of which is Enquiries, and there's some nice footage there. I'll try and get it as we're crossing over the bridge, and a bit of scenery there so you can see that, and yeah, get a bit of footage then up there when we're getting loaded. Just at the exit here of Enquiries, see, they're basically here. We're driving in the centre of this road. They've narrowed the road away down. The road used to go in here. They've narrowed it down to put a footpath on the inside, and I would dread to see if a lorry and a tractor, or two lorries met on it, it wouldn't exactly be very simple. There'd be a bit of reversing needing to be done. I'm all for footpaths and putting in the footpaths, but when it's at the expense of the road, it can be a bit of an issue. For somebody in a terrible rush, you better let them on. Anyway, beautiful views, lovely scenery here, and it's always a lovely trip to be making up this way for a load of feed. Anyway, proceed on. Alright, so that was a few days ago. You can see spuds are tipped, trailer's hooked off, and tip tops so no water can lie in it. But since that, we've had a bit of a change in weather conditions. Gone through a really cold spell at the minute. It's struggled to get out of it hasn't gotten out of the minus figures here in this part of the country in, it's like 5 days now. So we've a couple of nights where it's been as low as -7. Might be a crow scare going to go off here. Yeah, so it's been a couple of nights, it's been -7. Didn't go off, it's too cold for it to go off. And during the day, even now today, it's minus, I think it's -1. So yeah, it's causing us some issues. Let's see what the issues are. Alright, we'll see how frozen it is. Look at this. This will just show you. I can't get through it. So I'm going to show you just how frozen it is. It's an old boot washer, a disinfectant, and we can't. It's a Belfast sink that we just use as a boot washer and disinfectant, and yeah, can't get through it. But the shed here, the old shed, it's frozen up. Drinkers are all frozen up. No water going in, so we're having to run a tap from the other shed up and fill these water drinker troughs, and yeah, so that's one headache that's causing. Another headache is that, well, the yard obviously is treacherous, so you just have to be careful, take your life in your own hands walking down it. And then the other problem is we still have our reared calves outside, which we done last year and worked really well. We wintered them outside and just give them meal once a day, and they done very happy with how they done last year. Doing great this year, but they're not able to eat the grass now, it's too frozen. So we've had to introduce hay to them as well as getting their meal every day. So we're now drawing hay up and down the road to them. So yeah, lots of knock-on effects from it. So quite lucky that this is the only shed that froze up, and we do know what the problem is and where and why it freezes. Just underneath the barrel here, there's a pipe that comes across the yard that feeds water into the shed. And that pipe, when it gets to within maybe 3 or 4 foot, 6 foot of the shed, it starts to shallow up and come up closer to the surface. So there's not much concrete cover on it in that area. And what happens is, when you get a couple of nights hard frost like we've had, the frost penetrates down through the concrete, gets the pipe, freezes the pipe, and stops your water from getting through the shed. So one of them, maybe dig a square out of this here, find the pipe, push it down, and that probably would alleviate it. It would stop it from happening, because all the other sheds, there's no issue with them. The pipe's all down fairly low. It's down maybe 2-3 foot in the ground till it gets into the shed itself. And then once it's in the shed, you know, the frost's not going to get it in there. You know, it runs in the concrete down maybe 4 inches below, 6 inches below whatever depth of concrete that there is. It's running just below on the bottom of that, and then it just only comes up in the fixed gates or dividing barriers in the sheds. It comes up through and feeds into the drink of the frost. It's not actually exposed, you can't even see the pipe. So yeah, it's something we're going to have to do, is to address that in the future and try and stop the shed from freezing up, because it's a serious pain. Like, they have to start drawing water to them or keeping water with them, but not much we can do about it this year. Alright, so what else is going on? Well, 3650 is in with the bonnet up, but not for any really major reason. There's been a little issue with it since we've done the bit of work to it on the air conditioning, where it's not holding the gas, and we thought we fixed. Yeah, so we thought we fixed it last year. There was a little pressure valve that blew off in the roof. Took the roof off, got one for it, replaced it, filled it back up. Stayed working when it was around the yard, but the first time we went out on the road, stopped working again. So what we've done is we've had to put a test on it once again, and we have found the issue. There's another switch that's leaking the air conditioning gas out. So we're going to have to get the switch. The switch is about 50 quid, nothing major, and we'll replace it, and at least then hopefully it'll be the air conditioning that's working and all in operation, because in the summertime this tractor does quite a bit of work, especially on the tether, and it's always great to have the aircon working on it. So yeah, that's why she's in. Apart from that, we haven't 100% with her. We had her on the tractor run that we were on last week, and yeah, she was perfect 100%. So. The only other thing really to report is that we had cattle out. This is weeks ago though. We had some of the cattle out for back clipping, some other final vaccinations, and a bit of fluking and warming if needed, on whichever ones that needed it, that hadn't already got it. But it was mostly back clipping, foot bathing as well. So yeah, with them out, but that is weeks ago obviously. And yeah, just had no videos up, so I said a report that we were doing that. Bulls are doing well. This is the shed of bulls, going well. Won't have any fit for quite a while yet. They're not pushed up onto full feed yet. We're kind of just ticking over because we'll not push them up onto the full ration, if you like. They're up pretty high, but they're not just getting full of the pipe. We'll push them up on that when we get probably around sometime in January, maybe first few weeks of January. We get in there, we'll start to push them. We don't really want any fit that early. We might have a few heifers maybe that'll be fit, but other than that, try not to have any of the bulls fit till maybe March or whatever. Some of them will even be later. Just depends on their ages and a lot of different things. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit just of an update on that. So that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Bit of a mix of just what's going on the farm at the minute, a bit of a catch up on things that's been going on as well, and yeah, that's really it. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget, hit the sub button, leave a like to the video, comment down below. All that stuff helps the channel, and yeah, we'll see you soon.